All right, how's it going? So, you have a very unique perspective compared to many people at this wedding in that you knew Chelsea before she met Nick and after she met Nick. So, let me ask you, what kind of differences have you noticed in the pre-Nick Chelsea versus the post-Nick Chelsea?
I have to say there's not a huge difference, but I do think that's a good thing. A lot of people change drastically to be more like what the other person wants them to be, but Chelsea didn't really have to do that. She's still basically herself, which I think is a good thing because she didn't feel like she had to change for Nick. They're just good the way that they are.
So you feel in the relationship that they have, they allow each other to be themselves and to grow as people while still maintaining that semblance of self.
Yeah, I think so.
Would you say, have you ever had a specific experience that you might have shared? So trying to separate from, say, versus just Chelsea, but as Nick and Chelsea as a unit, something that you might have done with the two of them together, or something that you think about when you think of them as a couple?
I guess I'd have to say going to visit them in New Mexico. I've done that twice now. And until I went to visit them, it was basically just they saw each other once in a while, but going to see them there, they are living together, so obviously they're already pretty established, and yeah, we get to see them as a couple and still themselves, and it's pretty awesome.
Excellent. So you delivered a very heartfelt speech at the wedding today. It was, as a guest, I have to tell you, it was very touching, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. What sort of preparations went into it, and what was your emotional state going into? Was there nervousness associated with speaking in front of people?
A little bit, but not too much. I don't really mind public speaking. I've had to do it a lot throughout school because, that just happens a lot. But, originally I wanted to do Mad Libs, a Mad Libs toast, and have them fill in all the words, but I didn't have time to prepare that, so that was a little disappointing. That would have been more entertaining, so I had to go with the more heartfelt route.
I just want to interrupt for a second.
Yes.
That dancing. Did you guys get the full, like you were on the dance, but to see the visual from the stage, overwhelmingly beautiful, better than Broadway. Because there's like 75, 80 of you girls like coming full man. The impact.
Wow.
The impact was for watch Singing in the Rain. Uncle Bill.
Sure.
Love you guys.
Thanks, Uncle Bill.
Excellent. Thank you. Great. So, if we could break it down to mathematical percentages, how much of the speech that you delivered today would you say was prepared, and how much was just off the cuff?
95% of it was prepared. It just would have been a little better prepared if I had my notes.
What happened to the notes?
When we walked in before our announcements, we left all our purses and our cups on a bench in the hallway, and then I didn't realize the toasts were happening so soon, and so I ran in the hallway to get my purse which had my notes in it, and it had been moved, and I didn't know where. I found it now, but oh well.
It was too late though.
Yeah.
So
I might have missed a couple of details, but
do you feel that the speech suffered, or was actually better as a result of the fact that you had to ad-lib some of it?
I think it was better because now I have an excuse if I missed anything or messed anything up. I have an excuse.
So I'll tell you, as a guest who was just listening to it from the audience, I thought it was better that there were parts of it that just came straight from the heart and from the soul. But excellent. So in summation, is there anything, final thought perhaps, you just want to add to the posterity of this video?
Don't stop being awesome. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.